Welcome to Chess Nerds, where we analyze previous historic games so that you can learn, adapt this style, and improve your own game. In this video, we are going to look at Mikhail Tal versus Gurganidze. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but let's just say Gurganidze. Everyone knows how strong and aggressive Mikhail Tal is. He used to sacrifice the whole board just to get that checkmate done. For those of you who don't know who Gurganidze is, he is a very strong player where opening is named after him. Yes, this position of Caro-Can defense or this variation is just named after him. Imagine being so strong that your opening is played in modern day chess. In this game, Mikhail Tal is playing with black pieces and Gurganidze with white pieces. Gurganidze starts with d4, Tal responds with knight f6. White goes for queen's gambit and Tal goes for c5, playing a Banoni's defense, where you trade the pawns in the center and remove c5 pawn of white so that you can attack with your own pawns on the queen side. We see the same thing here, and then both players goes for some developments, both of them castle. Then Tal goes for attack on e4 pawn. Gurganidze plays knight d2, blocking the queen and the bishop. The idea here is that knight can jump to c4 accompanied with a4 to build the pressure on queen side. This move blocks out the main principle of Benoni's defense. Tal plays knight b6 so that knight can rotate to c7 to help with the pawn push. But Gurganidze plays a4, completely shutting down the idea of the pawn push. So Tal goes b6, hoping to build the attack slowly rather than rushing. Queen c2, and now we see knight g4 to get the trade of a bishop for a knight, as bishops are stronger. And here the best move for white is to trade it off, as knight can hop in for the attack. But white plays h3, asking Tal what knight is doing here. But this man Tal is very scary and aggressive player. He sacrifices the knight. Gurganidze thinks, calculates the moves, but he just takes the knight, telling Tal, you don't have any attack here. Queen goes h4 check, king goes back, then bishop d4 threatening mate in 1. But I have knight d1 protecting the square. You don't have any attack here. Gurganidze even calculated the line of bishop sacrifice, where instead of taking the bishop, he can just play rook a3. That's why he took the knight which was sacrificed by Tal. What Gurganidze failed to see is that instead of sacrificing the bishop, Tal sacrifices the queen. Holy shit, how scary that can be. You can't take the queen as bishop h3 is a checkmate. And you can't play rook a3 as queen h1 would be checkmate. So white makes the space for king. Tal goes queen h2, adding more pressure. White goes knight e3, blocking the bishop. Now Tal goes f5. Tal, have some mercy. He is trying to open up the center, bringing in the rook for the attack. Knight c4, pawn takes pawn, then bishop pins the knight. Bishop goes back, then Tal goes rook e5 to double up the rook. White plays rook a3 to defend the knight, and then comes rook e8. At this point, Tal is completely suffocating white pieces here. Every material is aiming for the attack on the king, and only knight is left out. Then Tal brings the knight. Now knight can't take the knight as queen g1 would be mate. So bishop takes it and rook takes back. And again it's the same thing. Knight can't take the rook as queen g1 would be mate. King d2, bishop takes the knight, rook takes it back, then bishop check, and Gurganidze just resigns. Why? Because now if queen takes the bishop, then there is queen g2 check, king goes to d1, then queen d2 checkmate. Tal literally suffocated Gurganidze in this game. How crazy Tal can be. Oh my god. So if you like the video, please don't forget to hit that like, share and subscribe button. It will help me a lot. And if you want to see any other games, please do comment it down and we will look at that game. So thank you for watching.